Hey fam, welcome back. So the Woody Show has decided to go out of their way to respond to the situation at hand, and because there is blatantly false information in their response, I unfortunately have to come back on here and defend myself. With that being said, before I get into it, please do not send any threats of any kind to anybody involved, and we don't even have to make comments on their physical appearance because that defeats the entire purpose of what I'm trying to do. And I also hope they could encourage their fan base to do the same, because I'm getting DMs as well telling me to myself. Now, for the most part, a lot of the response is pretty predictable. You know, them saying, I'm a crybaby, I'm a victim, this is what I do, I'm no longer a 6, now I'm a 2. It's clear they don't really have much, to defend themselves with, other than the fact that this is what they do, this is what we've always done, this is what our podcast is. This is the issue at hand, okay? Morgan went to the convention I was at with the intent to deceive people into doing an interview that they did not consent to. If you do not believe me, here is a clip of them admitting to going into the event to deceive people.
It's smart to have, in her case, she wore like official gear.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
To stand out.
You want
that way.
You want them to think that you're very serious, and before you undercut your credibility by asking them, in Morgan's case, about their hair.
Okay.
You want them to think you're a legit reporter so that they don't know they're part of a Busher Bear segment. The fact that they went into a private event, got a media pass, did not inform them of what the segment was for, and the fact that they did not inform me that they were going to go around rating me on a scale of 1 to 10 without my consent, and, just making other comments that I can't even include on here. The next part is now I'm being accused of manipulating the audio. Yes, I cut out a huge chunk where you're talking about a completely different creator because you looked up the wrong person. And yes, I cut out parts that are repetitive. Then they used my sobriety to determine whether or not I had hair down there. I can't believe I have to come on here and defend myself against this. This is crazy! I can't! And then they blatantly leave out the fact that a lot of stuff from the interview itself was cut down, and they also very conveniently left out what Morgan decided to post on her Instagram story this week.
I am looking for a fight. I'm fighting in Nashville, and I need an opponent. Only problem is, I don't think she's gonna like if I ask how much she weighs. I just have a feeling that might piss her off since she didn't like that I called her an 8.
I don't think I have to say anything about that. I think that speaks for itself. But here is the richest part of it all. This is the part that is just completely false information that was never fact-checked. Sebastian then goes on to look up my music, and that's when I went, girl, I don't have any music. Sebastian, that's not me. That's a completely different person. If you are a sponsor who has chosen to sponsor them, and if you're in a contract with them, I would seriously reconsider your contracts with The Woody Show. If you want to fund a podcast that continues to belittle and berate women, by all means, seriously. And I cannot believe I have to come on here and actually defend myself. This is crazy. This is such a waste of my time. There are the facts on the situation.
What she did with the phony crying, that's very much on brand for what those types of people do, meaning the influencers, especially the female ones, to being a victim. That's just how it